Next lesson is on tangent properties. So we've done a little bit of work with tangents, with angles, external angles, as well as segment lengths of tangents. But now this is just going to be some information more about tangents. So of course tangents, we're talking about a tangent, we're talking about we only touch the circle once. And that's going to be right there. So we can call this point A, and that is what we call the point of tangency. So that's where we touch the circle. So if we come down here, we'll make another point. So let's just call this point B. Okay. So it's a line, so we're going to need 2 points. All right, so here's the center of our circle. And if we let this be C, and we draw this line from, or this segment from C to A. Now this, of course, is a radius. And now this is very important here. So a radius creates a 90-degree, so right angle at the point of tangency. So right here we have a right angle. And now if we joined up A to B, then all of a sudden we have a right triangle. So we have a right triangle in here. Now what you have to remember is the radius, so this line and the point of tangency, they're going to create this right angle, and then you can also create a right triangle. And so anytime you see right triangles, you should be thinking stuff like Pythagorean theorem, sine, cosine, tangent, special right triangles. Now all that information can come back. All right, so here we go. So we want to determine if the line that appears tangent to the circle is indeed tangent to the circle. So what that means is, does Pythagorean theorem work? And so we're thinking about a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, so that's what we got to do, is we got to say, does Pythagorean theorem actually work? So we come here, so AB, that's the tangent. Okay. This line right here, this is the radius, and then this is my last line. Okay, so, well, this right here, this 12 is also a radius. So that means that this is 12 here. So these have to be the same. And this total length here is going to be 20. 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12 gives us to 20. So I'm going to come down and remember that this is my right angle. So what I have is I have this triangle. So 16, 12, and 20. And now if we're thinking about a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then this would be c, we can let this be a, and this can be b. So we can have 16 squared plus 12 squared is equal to 20 squared. So if this turns out to be true, like if this equals this, then it is tangent. If it's not, then it is not going to be tangent. So we have 16 squared, which of course is 256. 12 squared is 144, and 20 squared is 400. Add these two together, and you have 400 equals 400. These are the same. So the answer is yes, it is tangent. So that means that this is actually a right angle. That's what we're trying to prove, is does it create a right angle? So it creates a right triangle, and that means that Pythagorean theorem should work. So this is yes. All right, let's go to the next one. So the next one, not quite as much going on here. So AB, this is my tangent line. So that means that this is a right angle. And there's our triangle that we have. So if we think about our triangle, you got 6.6, you got 11, you got 13. So thinking about Pythagorean theorem, this would have to be C, hypotenuse. We can let this be A, and this can be B. So we have 6.6 squared plus 11 squared is equal to 13 squared. So 6.6, that is 43.56 plus 121 equals 169. So many of you can already tell this is not going to work out, but we'll finish it anyways. So we have 164.56 and 169. Those are not the same. So not the same. So then our answer would be no, not tangent. Okay. Now, last one. So I think you see where this is going now. The biggest thing is you have to make sure you know who is going to be A, B, and C. So there's the right angle. Here's our triangle. So we have 11.4, we have 15.2, and we have 19. So thinking about Pythagorean theorem again, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So we got c, a, and b. So 11.4 squared plus 15.2 squared is equal to 19 squared. So 11.4 squared gives us 129.96. 15.2 squared gives us 231.04. And then 19 squared gives us 361. Maybe, might have a chance here. So we need to add these two together. So 129.96 plus 231.04. That is 361 equals 361. That's the same. So the answer is yes. Okay, so the practice is going to be on the next page. You only have 4 questions. You need to make sure you show your work and then yes or no. All right, good luck.